and he's there in the darkness staring directly at us.
No. Like how far away? How far away?
Oh, he's running, bro.
Not everything that watches you in the woods has eyes that you can see. Even the most experienced and well-prepared campers can find themselves in terrifying situations, which is exactly what happened in these cases. On November 19th, 2023, Casey Nolan from the YouTube channel Mindseed TV and a friend went camping in an abandoned ghost town in Rodney, Mississippi, a place they had previously visited. This location is known for its eerie paranormal activity, but this time they encountered something even more unsettling.
Hey, turn that off, turn it off, turn it off. The fuck is that? Shh. There's a fucking fire up there. There's somebody up there, bro. Hold on. Here, hold this for a second. Wait, bro, hold this for a second. I'm gonna turn on the night vision. Wait. I'm gonna be out of here right now. Well, if I know. Okay, here we go. What's this? Where is it? Dude, I didn't sign up for this shit. There's people out here, we gotta go. Oh, look. There's somebody there. Why are we going towards it? Bro. Get down. Oh, he turned the fire off. Oh my god. Dude, it's going. No, cut the camera, let's go.
Using their night vision binoculars, they saw a man with an axe by a campfire. When he noticed them, he put out the fire and stared in their direction, almost as if he could see them in the dark forest. Feeling scared and worried they might be followed, they chose to continue toward the ghost town, unaware that more unsettling experiences awaited them that night.
We just saw someone in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere.
Flat the out.
And
I did not sign up for this at all.
And I think that they're following us. Every time we go about 100 yards, we hear branches and breaking behind us.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get cut up by some backwoods hillbilly dude.
I think we might be coming up on the town now, but there's definitely someone out here following us, so we need to move quick.
They felt sure someone was following them after seeing a figure move behind the buildings. Terrified, they sought shelter in a place they remembered from before. However, they had no idea that the night's horrors were just beginning.
Can you please give us a message through one of these devices? You can say something through this. You can say something through this. Give us a message.
Suddenly, the building shook violently like an earthquake. In a panic, they decided to cancel their camping plans for the night and leave, but the night still had more surprises for them. They encountered a figure that attacked them.
No. Hey, what the f***? Hey, hold on. This is definitely the way we came, right?
100%.
This is the only way?
This is the only way, yeah.
Pull up a little bit, get closer, so I can see what's going on.
It's gonna f*** our tires out, dude.
Yeah, alright, I'll move them.
Get back in.
Bro, I think there's someone back there.
No, don't say that.
Lock the door, lock the door.
What do you see?
Oh, I'm trying to see. It's hard to see.
Like how far
there's
away?
Someone back there.
How far away?
Oh, he's running, bro. Drive. Holy.
Realizing the danger, they quickly jumped into their vehicle and drove away, leaving the stranger behind. Although they managed to escape, the unsettling feeling lingered. Vlad, a YouTuber on his channel Mad Vlad, shares his life in the countryside. After moving to his rural home, he noticed strange occurrences at night and began documenting them on camera. However, on November 2nd, 2021, he captured something bizarre.
It was a cold night, and we were taking our new puppy Charlie outside to use the bathroom. We started hearing what sounded like barking noises from across the field behind our house. Upon listening to this barking sound, I noticed barking back at it. Or rather, I was saying woof.
Woof! Woof! Bark! Bark, bark, bark!
At first, they didn't think much of the sound, though they couldn't help but wonder what it might have been. Just a few seconds later, the same sound echoed again, but this time from an opposite direction.
Again, didn't think nothing of it at the time. Then a few seconds later, we heard it on the opposite end of the field. Me and my girl were kind of puzzled. It was the exact same sound, but how could an animal move that fast? Again, didn't think nothing of it. Then we started hearing other sounds, kind of like a bird. And again, I mocked it.
Charlie.
After the noise stopped, Vlad and his wife went back inside, brushing it off as nothing serious. The next evening, Vlad felt like someone was watching him and suddenly became disturbed by the barking sound from the previous night. Curious, he checked the security camera footage and made a surprising discovery. Though he didn't see anything in person, the footage suggested otherwise, as an unexplainable object lurked nearby. This only heightened his unease, so he decided to set up trail cameras around his property, determined to find answers. And sure enough, he got the answers he was looking for. This discovery left Vlad feeling disturbed and filled with questions. Determined to uncover though he didn't see anything in person, the footage suggested otherwise, as an unexplainable object lurked nearby. This only heightened his unease, so he decided to set up trail cameras around his property, determined to find answers. And sure enough, he got the answers he was looking for.
Maybe I wasn't crazy after all.
This discovery left Vlad feeling disturbed and filled with questions. Determined to uncover the truth, he decided to explore the area one night with two of his friends, hoping to find clues. However, after hours of searching with no results, they ultimately gave up and returned home feeling frustrated. To this day, the cause of the disturbances around his home remains a mystery. On October 31st, 2019, Brendan, an explorer known for his channel Uncharted Travel, embarked on a camping trip to an old, isolated, and abandoned prison in the northern wilderness of Canada. Most people would avoid this place, especially at night, but Brendan was not like those people.
Essentially what I'm doing today, I'm going to be traveling about 6 hours north to an isolated prison in the middle of nowhere in Canada.
Brendan arrived at his destination after a long journey, feeling isolated with civilization hundreds of kilometers away and no phone service. To distract himself, he began exploring the building, unaware of the looming terror.
Or this could just be a creepy basement. My vote's gonna go to yes. There's a light that used to be hanging on the ceiling. I wonder why there's all this caging around this area. What these would have been used for. I think it might be through here. Oh, look at that.
The noises grew louder, blurring the line between dripping water and someone nearby. Trying to stay calm, Brendan continued his exploration, but the building's eerie atmosphere persisted.
There's something at the end of the hallway that keeps making noise. Where it came from, this room at the end. Maybe it's just my imagination.
Uneasy from the noise, he moved closer to its source, but it suddenly stopped. Unsettled, he retreated to his tent, unaware that this was only the beginning.
I keep hearing something outside. Sounds like it's in the corridor, one of the corridors. Maybe an animal, I don't know. Of course now it's... Did you hear that? I hope that mic picked that up. Shoes on. We're checking this out. We had Fox earlier, so maybe it was one of his buddies. It sounded literally just out in this hallway.
Despite the growing noise, Brendan tried to fall asleep, but his sleep was completely shattered. It was without a doubt that something or someone was out there with him.
Holy, there's a coyote outside. Right outside my tent. Hey buddy, you want to leave me alone? It's gonna be a long night. I just want to go to sleep. Go away. Go away.
There's something growling at me. I got my bear mace. Get my knife.
He realized the growling sounds were from coyotes. Armed with a knife, he stepped outside, but found they had retreated into the forest. Relieved yet cautious, he returned to his tent to wait for morning. He emerged unscathed, but will not easily forget the chilling experience. YouTuber Exploring with Bear often documents his solo adventures in the woods, focusing on cryptid sightings. In this video, he didn't just plan to explore one of these legends, he encountered it directly.
And explore this place at night, but be able to see better. What was that? That was like a whistle. Didn't that sound like a whistle? Knowing that one of you guys had a whoop. It makes it so much more intriguing and scary for me.
It didn't take long for things to start feeling strange. The eerie noises echoed through the woods, accompanied by whistles, knocks, and faint footsteps. At first, he tried to dismiss these disturbances, but it soon became clear that something was undeniably off.
We're gonna get in the middle of the bridge and we're gonna check those. What is that? Oh my goodness. There's something big and brown standing right there. Oh, and it's moving. Oh man, I can't, guys. That's something right there. Can you see that? Wait, was that a light there? Where'd it go? Whoop! Oh crap. Why'd I do what? There's no freaking way I was just seeing what I was seeing though. I don't even want to go no more. Oh, movement. I just heard something. Look, look. Do you guys see what I'm seeing? I got two flashlights in my one hand. I can't move the camera. My hair's it's going insane.
He spotted a large brown creature partially hidden behind the trees before it vanished into the darkness. This sight left Bear in shock, prompting him to leave the area. Even as he departed, he could still hear unsettling noises, but he never caught another glimpse of the creature. Whether it was a person or something else remains unknown. Owen is a YouTuber known for exploring spooky places and sharing his eerie experiences on his channel, Exploring with Owen. In October 2024, he decided to take his adventures up a notch.
I'm gonna be camping overnight in the forest.
When he arrived at the forest, the mood quickly turned unsettling.
Alright guys, I just got dropped off with all my stuff, but I was walking just barely with my stuff and I heard a giant crash over there, over in that direction. It literally sounded like a tree falling over. I don't know what that was. I just really hope there's not people in this forest. Cause that actually probably gonna inflate my air mattress and set up my bed. I just heard sticks now. I'm not even kidding. It came from like over that way. I'm hoping that's down and my weight disperses. It's... Is that a gunshot? But once I lay down and my weight disperses, it's... Is that a gunshot? I literally think I just heard a gunshot. I don't know if that picked up on camera. I hope it did.
Despite feeling uneasy about the strange sounds, he stuck to his exploration plan. However, he was jolted awake by something unexpected that night.
Guys, I just woke up. It's like 2 a.m. and I just heard footsteps outside of the tent. Literally woke me up. It was so loud. They went away though. I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to go out and check, but I'm kind of scared too. I think we're gonna go out and check. I might just walk around and look at the area. There's my bike. The footsteps came from like over here. They sounded like it was right here. My tent is right there. Guys, look at this. There's something floating right here. Look at that. That's cool. Whoa. Whoa, there's a moth attacking me. It's attacking my light. Yeah, I really don't know. Wait, guys, what is this? There's some sort of marking on the tree. It's kind of creepy. I wonder what that's for. It's so creepy over here, over this way. I'm gonna just walk around for a minute though, I guess.
After investigating the source of the disturbance and finding nothing, he decided to go back to bed. However, he was unaware that the terror of the night was far from over.
Hello? I'm not sleeping here. I am not sleeping here. I'm shaking so bad. I'm packing my stuff and I'm getting out of here. I legit forgot I was recording that. I'm shaking so bad. Look at my hand. Look at my hand. Am I still recording?
Fearing the unknown and what might be lurking outside his tent, he packed up his belongings and left the forest that night. Thankfully, he was able to leave the premises unharmed. This chilling video comes from Indivana Jones Van Life UK, a YouTube channel that follows Jones's journey of living on the road in the UK. On October 19th, 2022, things took a turn when he parked in a remote area after a power cut left him in darkness.
I think they're trying the doors. I don't know why I'm telling you to shush. try locking it again, and I think that's what it is. I can hear the van going. Yeah. Right. I think they're gone. Let's go and have a look, shall we?
As he settled in for the night, eager for rest, he heard strange noises outside his van. Thinking someone might be breaking in, he stepped outside to investigate and made a shocking discovery.
The torch on. Still up how? Yeah, look, see? Look, see? Nobody is around. Close that up. Alright. I want to get back into bed. I don't want anybody to know I'm here. That was scary. That was a bit spooky. It's the first time that's ever happened to me. Someone actually tried to steal fuel out the van while I was inside it. Right, but I'm all locked up. I'm not moving. I struggle trying to find a spot. I'm not moving just yet now. I'm going to see if I can get back to sleep.
He found his petrol cap open, showing someone had tried to steal fuel from his van. Shaken and uneasy, he managed to return to sleep, but the night's terror was far from over.
I think they're back. Right, that's it. I'm moving spots.
Once again, he was startled awake by someone attempting to break into his van. Realizing the danger, he quickly drove to a different location in search of safety. Fortunately, he escaped unharmed, but the experience highlighted the risks of van life, particularly in isolated areas. What do you think was the most disturbing encounter on this list? The forest was silent, too silent. Then they saw it, something watching from the trees, something that shouldn't exist. Moments when hiking turned into a nightmare. On June 17th, 2022, Ken's Carpentry from Deep Woods in the US posted a video on their YouTube channel. He was driving up a long, quiet road deep in the woods, a 1.2-mile path to a job site far from the main road. He claimed he had seen many animals out there before: deer, turkeys, ducks, and squirrels. Still, something about the place felt a little off, like it was too quiet.
So this is the driveway to the job site that we're working on. It's 1.2 miles up through here from the main road. It's a real pretty sight. We have seen a lot of different animals up through here. We've seen ducks and geese, turkeys, deer, chipmunks and squirrels, of course. But it seems like a good spot to maybe see something bigger, scarier, badder. Maybe not. I don't have Sasquatch mode working anymore in my truck. There's some places up here, I usually use four-wheel drive.
He mentioned seeing 4 deer, but just seconds later, something strange happened. There was a quick, shocking movement on the road. Something large had just crossed.
What a beautiful day, though. Still looking for any kind of wildlife, really.
Suddenly, he stopped the truck. He said he had to get out and check it. He stepped out. The camera showed it clearly. Something was standing near the trees.
Saw 4 deer. Whoa! What was that? What the world? I gotta get out and check that. What the world? Oh.
A tall figure, dark, not moving like any animal he had seen before. He was scared. And then he said it. He was not going in there.
I am not going in there. Whoa, let's go.
He turned around and left fast. He didn't know what it was, and he didn't want to find out. With that being said, let's move on to our next footage. On January 2nd, 2010, a trail camera was set up deep in the forest in a remote forest of the United States. It was quiet, cold, and far from any roads. The goal was simple, to catch pictures of wild animals. At first, the camera recorded a deer. It stood still in the dark, looking calm. But just a few seconds later, everything changed. A strange figure appeared in the background. It wasn't clear. It looked like a shadow. Then, it was just gone. No sound, no movement. But the worst part wasn't the shadow. It was the deer. The deer suddenly froze. Its ears shot up, and its body became stiff. It looked around, confused and scared. It was clear that the animal saw something real, something we couldn't see clearly. The way the deer reacted told the truth. Whatever was out there, it wasn't normal. Moving on to our third creepy footage. On June 17th, 2023, Wayne Wilson was deep in the forest, filming trees and nature for his YouTube channel. It was quiet, just the sound of birds and wind. But then, something strange happened. He noticed something odd in the distance. A tree looked different, like something was behind it. Then he saw a head. It was small but not human. It peeked from behind the tree, moving slowly, left, right, like it was watching him. But he wasn't alone. He spotted another shape, a bigger one, standing right next to the tree. Its left hand was clearly showing, and above it, there was another shadow, another figure, just watching. Wayne kept filming, but his hand started to shake. The small one under the bent tree was locked on him like it was studying him. And in that moment, he realized he wasn't the hunter. He was the one being watched. Let's move on to the fourth footage for this video. On October 23rd, 2011, in the Brazilian rainforest, a group of children was on a trip deep inside the Brazilian rainforest. It was meant to be a normal day. They were laughing, playing, and someone was recording them with a camera. Nothing seemed wrong, but when the man watched the video later, he saw it. Something was peeking from behind the trees. It wasn't a person. It wasn't an animal. It had a strange head, long dark eyes, and skin that didn't look human. It didn't even move like anything from Earth. He hadn't seen it in real life, only in the video. But it was clear. It was standing there, still, watching the kids. The footage was never edited. People from Brazil were shocked when they saw it on the news. Some said it looked like an alien. Others said it felt like something much worse. Even when the video was stabilized and made clearer, the truth stayed the same. Something was there. and it was real. With that being said, let's move on to our fifth horrifying footage. On October 15th, 2018, at Devil's Tramping Ground in North Carolina, Kevin, a ghost hunter, went deep into the Devil's Tramping Ground, an empty, dead patch of land where nothing grows. Locals believe this is where the devil walks in circles at night. He was filming himself for a paranormal video. At first, nothing seemed strange.
Poor had to get out here in a hurry.
As he gave his introduction, something flickered behind him, a shadow. The figure appeared again, barely there, but enough to send chills down the spine. He never saw it while he was there. Only the camera caught it. Kevin didn't go back after that, because at the Devil's Tramping Ground, you don't always know who's standing behind you. Moving on to the sixth footage. On July 29th, 2013, Flint Ridge, Russell Branch, Breathitt County, Kentucky, he and his friends were heading home after a long day in the woods. But then, as they drove through the narrow path back to the road, something changed. Strange sounds started echoing all around them. At first, it was soft, like the rustling of small animals. But soon, the noise grew louder. It no longer sounded like animals. It sounded angry. Then came the loud snap of branches, too loud for a deer. It was deep in the trees, following them. Nobody said a word. They just stared out into the dark woods, hoping not to see what was making the sound. It didn't feel like they were alone anymore. Something was out there, and it didn't want them to leave. Let's move on to the seventh eerie footage. On May 12th, 2024, in National Park, Canada, he went into the forest alone. It was quiet, cold, and wet. He wanted peace. Just a simple trip, make a fire, drink a beer, and enjoy the silence. But from the start, something felt wrong. He felt watched.
Now that's a good spot if I've ever seen one. Perfect for starting a fire.
The deeper he went, the stronger the feeling grew. The trees were tall and still, but the air around him felt heavy. Then came the sounds, big branches breaking somewhere far away. Not once, but again and again. Each time, closer.
What the fuck? Hello? Gotta make a fire. I feel a lot better when I got a fire going.
He tried to ignore it. He found a spot and began setting up camp, but nothing felt safe. The ground was muddy. The plants looked strange. Even the air smelled different.
Deer. I heard something cracking in the woods. Now, if you live in Canada, when you hear something cracking, a branch cracking, it doesn't usually mean a small animal. It's usually a deer, a bear, anything of that sort. So it should never be taken lightly when you hear a branch breaking. All right, I'm gonna gather some wood. I'll see you guys then. Okay. Now I can't guarantee I'll make a fire now. It's been raining for a couple days. Everything is wet. I've got this birch here and this cardboard.
He worked hard to start a fire. Everything was wet. Still, he found some birch bark and lit it. It gave him some comfort for a while. Then the cracking sounds came back. Loud, sharp. He froze. He looked into the trees, but saw nothing. Just shadows and thick darkness.
I almost wish it was an animal, because the idea of somebody around my camp, a little creepy. I gotta go real quick.
He walked in circles, checking the area. His hands were shaking. The fire was small, but it was all he had. He added more wood. He hoped the light would keep the animal or whatever it was away from the camping site, but the sounds didn't stop.
Hello? What the fuck is going on? Crap. Hello? I better get some more branches. I don't like what I'm hearing. The bigger my fire, if there's a deer or something or a bear around, the fire should scare it.
He kept telling himself it was just a deer, maybe a bear, but deep down, he knew something was off. Something wasn't right. The forest felt wrong. Even with the fire going, the fear didn't leave. The quiet was too quiet. The night felt too long.
If I keep hearing those noises, I don't know how long I'll stay. If you're not used to the forest, like I said earlier in the video, when you hear a branch cracking in the woods, it means it's something heavy. I want to think the best case scenario that it's a curious deer, but you never know.
He came to be alone, but something was out there, and it was watching him. Moving on to the 8th creepy footage. On July 17th, 2016, in the North Wales Mountains, he and his partner were hiking in the hills of North Wales when they noticed a narrow crack in the side of the mountain. It didn't look like much, just a thin opening in the stone. But curiosity pulled them closer. They squeezed through the gap.
Excuse me, going in the cave.
What they found inside felt wrong from the start.
Look at him sat there. That's a bench, that. I reckon I don't know why there's anyone there or something.
It was a hidden cave. Cold, dark, and deep. The air inside was still. The stone walls were damp. But what truly chilled him were the carvings, found just moments later. Strange, twisted shapes covered the walls. Cyclops-like beings with one eye stared back. Headless figures stood frozen in silent screams. And some carvings looked like monsters, creatures that didn't belong in this world.
Midnight, isn't it? Oh, it's got a little seat there. Seat there, seat there. Come on, look at this.
They felt a cold wave run through their bodies. They realized the place wasn't natural. It wasn't just a cave. It looked like something built for a reason, maybe even worship. But what kind of people would worship these things? A quiet fear grew inside him.
Shit, look at that. Whoa.
Isn't that mint?
Did you see the place there standing like that? Look.
The legs on this table thing here, look.
There's a wolf face in the carved there. Or
Yeah.
a pig, is
Yeah,
it?
you see it, see it?
Yeah.
Look at this though. Stand up to the front there, so. Look at that, what's up there? What was up there? This was full of it everywhere, isn't it? There's some signs again, look.
He sat on a stone bench, trying to calm his thoughts. But the carvings seemed to watch. It was like the cave had eyes. And the deeper he stared into the stone, the more it felt like something was staring back. A dark thought came to him. Maybe this place was never meant to be found. Maybe it was hidden on purpose. Maybe someone or something wanted it buried forever. They left quickly. Nothing strange followed them home. No bad luck. No strange dreams. But still, the images stayed in his mind.
Probably.
In here, Thomas.
This is what I was about it, the fire there. It used to close, see it close up there. And look at it quiet. Just stand up front here and look at this. This is the wind. wings or something.
He never spoke about what he truly felt in there, but deep down, he knew some doors should stay closed. With that being said, let's move on to the ninth footage. On February 4th, 2013, in Umatilla Indian Reservation, Eastern Oregon, he had always heard the stories, strange sounds, shadows in the trees, and old legends passed down from the locals. But he never believed them until that night.
These guys are braver than me.
A video was posted by Meta Addison. She and her friends had been exploring the quiet forests behind the housing projects on the Umatilla Indian Reservation. It was cold, silent, until it wasn't. The camera picked up something unsettling. Loud, strange noises came from deep in the woods. It didn't sound like any animal he knew. It wasn't a fox. It wasn't a coyote. It was louder, more twisted, almost like a scream, but not human.
Oh no, it's right over there. No! Finally get to hear it. Quiet.
Even though they were familiar with the area, they froze. The sounds got stronger, echoing through the trees. His chest tightened. His breath felt heavy. Something was moving out there, but they couldn't see it. Just black trees and darkness. But whatever it was close.
Go ahead.
Some said it might be animals fighting, but other people who lived there their whole lives whispered different names. Names they never said out loud after dark. Spirits, watchers, things that were never meant to be disturbed.
Roar hoop again. My battery's going dead. Okay, it's quiet.
The camera caught one last, long, awful cry. It came from the woods. It didn't sound alive. They never went back there. They didn't need to. Once you hear something like that, you carry it with you. Forever. And for our last footage, we have the most bizarre footage of Utah's Bigfoot. On October 9th, 2011, in the Utah wilderness, he was just watching a video uploaded by Lego Clone Boy 321. At first, it looked like a man in a hunting vest, but something felt wrong. Some say it was carrying a baby. Others think it held a fresh kill. Whatever it was, it didn't look human, and it didn't want to be seen. From shadowy figures in the trees to creatures that don't belong in our world, each of these hikers, campers, and explorers stepped into the unknown and came back changed. They didn't go looking for fear. They were just walking, filming, living. The woods, the caves, the lonely roads, they hide more than just silence. And sometimes, when you think you're alone out there, you're not.
Hey! They're coming behind me. I don't know what they're doing. They could just be around. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. What's the problem?
What the fuck was that? Like, move. What was that?
Get him. You just say get him? Nigga, run! Yeah, I'm not staying around.
They thought it was going to be a regular camping adventure until the forest took an eerie turn. What happened next was nothing short of terrifying. Welcome to Scary Flashbacks, your portal to eerie tales, spine-chilling mysteries, and the unsettling horrors lurking in the shadows. Case number 1. The group behind the YouTube channel Project Purgatory went on a camping trip into Cobb Forest, which is known for its eeriness, for some paranormal investigation. However, as night fell, what they encountered was far more ghostly.
I know you heard that shit.
Yeah. Sounds like a tambourine.
I know you hear him laughing.
Yeah.
You don't hear him laughing? Flip, you don't hear this nigga laughing?
He's in the bush right there.
Should we walk by him?
Are we going?
What the fuck? Should we go over there?
Yeah.
Let's go.
If anything, we're straight.
We'll trip him up.
At first, everything felt ordinary. The dark, overgrown paths lay silent, devoid of any indication of the paranormal. However, the tranquil atmosphere was soon about to shift dramatically.
Yeah. Hey. Bro, what? I don't even...
Okay.
Walking through, we see a group standing around in a circle. Two of them laughing for no reason. We start walking, we see one pop up behind a bush, just standing there straight staring at us. Then the group, all in a circle, starts looking at us while we walk by them, and then they start following us as we walk by them. So we all got our shit out right now. Nah, this ain't one of them ones, bro. This ain't one of them ones. I'll take a nigga off a cliff with me. I'm surviving, bro. That's all I know.
Bro, I'll tell you what. Ghosts one thing. People.
You see the dude in black just standing there looking at us?
Yeah, that man just popped up out of the bush.
Bro, make sure you keep it. You hear that shit?
Why are they following us right now?
They're following us, bro. They're following us.
I know they're following us.
They encountered a group of individuals standing motionless in the dark, almost as if performing some rituals. The campers hesitated at first on what to do, but soon made a decision when this happened.
Do you hear that?
Sounds like drumming.
Is that them?
Yeah.
All right. We're coming up on them. Come on.
Dude, I'm not sticking around.
Let's
remove.
I feel like they surrounding us.
Get him. You just say get him? Nigga, run! Yeah, I'm not staying around.
Chills ran down their spines when one of the individuals uttered the words, "Get them with the light," indicating that they were not welcome in the forest. In fear and panic, they fled, quickly deciding to abandon their initial plan of camping overnight and leaving the area immediately. Case number 2. On June 25th, 2021, Dan, a YouTuber you might recognize from the channel Exploring with Fighters, along with 2 of his friends, went on an overnight camping trip in an abandoned building. However, they had no idea that their night was about to take a terrifying turn.
Listen, it is.
Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that.
Really?
Oh, satanic storm.
You told me this wasn't haunted or anything.
I lied to you.
What do you mean you lied?
I was going to tell you around the campfire, but I didn't see this last. I've never seen that before.
That's old.
I'm worried.
Yeah, you didn't tell me.
No.
Well, why else do you think I've come here to do a video?
I should have expected.
Because we're camping out.
No, but I said I've done a video.
Oh, this place looks creepy as well.
Wow. It doesn't look that bad from the outside.
So you got the old furnaces here.
Wow.
So let me guess, there's a spooky story where they used to burn bodies in here.
No, we believe a worker died in this next room we're about to go in. And to be honest with you, oh yeah, here's your spooky story. Every time I go in here, there's a loud splash in the water. They believe it's the sound of a worker falling in.
Oh, great, bro.
Don't fall in there whenever you do.
Oh, shit, what was that? You're banging your tripod against the wall. Shit me up. I'm on edge.
Oh. It's changed. Somebody's broken that down and all that. Slightly different.
Okay.
But I'm not joking. Every time, after a while, you'll hear a splash, a big splash in here with no ripples, as if the worker who died and fell in here.
Upon arrival, an eerie feeling crept in as they recalled the folklore surrounding the building. Local legend claimed that someone had tragically drowned there, and his restless spirit is said to haunt the premises, but this eeriness they felt was just the tip of the iceberg.
I don't know, it's like a voice. You heard a voice? Yeah. Like, down that way. But that's the same place before I heard something bang.
Just let me turn the light on. No, there's nobody down there.
Maybe just the wind. But it definitely sounded like a voice.
What did it sound like it said?
It didn't sound like it said anything. It sounded like it moaned.
Okay.
Though they tried to shake off the strange energy and have a peaceful night, but that peace didn't last long.
Yo, you guys awake?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
What was that? No, what was that?
I don't know. I don't know. Did you hear that? Yeah.
What was that?
Down that way? I don't know. It just sounded weird. Everything we've heard.
It was someone walking. It sounded like someone walking up here.
So cold.
It was definitely someone walking. I told you. Now explain that. Unless it's a rat. It sounds like someone on the back of your tent. There's nothing behind me, is there?
No. It's behind me. Everything is made down there.
I wonder if it's an animal. I wonder if animals come in here.
I don't know, but that is nice.
They heard an unsettling noise that resembled a person's voice, accompanied by sounds of movement. Could someone else be in the building with them, or is the folklore about the building true? Feeling uneasy, they decided to investigate the source of the disturbance.
I don't see anything.
Check outside, make sure everybody's like outside.
Yeah, let's go outside. That's the only problem.
What the fuck was that? Oh, you move. What was that? Are you for real? Right. Shining lights in there. This is what. It could be a mouse. It could be a rat. It could be mouse doing that. It could be knocking something off.
Alright, go on.
I'll go back in there. Let's stay here. I wonder if it's coming from the elevator. There's nothing that could make that noise in here unless it was sort of falling off down the road.
It became evident that someone or something was in the building with them. In fear, they stayed awake all night, hoping to catch a glimpse of whatever it was. But unfortunately, they did not succeed. At dawn, they packed up their gear and left the building, wondering what they had encountered that night. Case number 3. Chelsea, a YouTuber from the channel Chelsea Maxine, is known for solo traveling in her camper van and documenting her adventures. However, she recently discovered that solo camping as a woman can come with unexpected risks, as highlighted by her latest encounter.
Video starts. I am currently driving to my first location to sleep in my vehicle for the first time, and I am still being followed, although in the beginning of this episode, I thought the person that was following me was no longer following me because I did not see their vehicle. Unfortunately, I was very, very wrong. Bam. Alright, I need to turn, U-turn. Alright, come on, Walgreens.
It all started like any other night when she stopped her van for snacks before a long drive to her next camping spot. Noticing a truck following her for the past 30 minutes, she tried to lose it but struggled. Eventually, she succeeded and pulled into a gas station, parking under a hidden tree in the shadows.
Please don't be a truck. Is that a truck? It is a freaking truck. Oh my god. I kept noticing this truck following me, and it followed me all the way on. Oh jeez, Louise. I was scared. Still, it's like chilling. What is it doing? And why would it come down here, like, unless it's going to McDonald's? No, it's not. What the heck? I hate this. I hate this.
She captured the vehicle that had been following her, and after a tense few minutes, it drove off into the night. Chelsea never saw it again, but a question lingered. Was she being stalked, or was it just her imagination? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. If you are enjoying this video, please like, subscribe, and share as we delve into more disturbing encounters. Case number 4. On January 16th, 2024, Sam from the Northwest Wind YouTube channel went on a camping trip in the woods of Cleveland, Ohio. Although Sam is known for his successful stealth camping, this particular experience turned into a terrifying ordeal he will never forget.
So, it's getting dark. It's gonna be fully dark here in about 10 minutes or so. Somebody just walked by. I don't know if they had a dog or not, but they definitely didn't see me, but I could barely see them. The tent does not sit high at all. I've been sitting on my Pelly case. It was while I was eating, just finishing up eating. I don't know why, I'm just spooked. I haven't been saying that, but I've been spooked since I got here. I keep feeling like somebody's watching me. And then seeing that person. I know it's a public park, but still. All right.
As the unsettling feeling of being watched lingered, Sam saw someone walking nearby, heightening his unease. Determined to proceed with his plan to camp overnight, he retired to his tent, but that was when the real terror began.
I don't know
know if they could see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent. Somebody's out there. I don't know if they're coming this way or just walking around out there. I can't tell. Somebody's definitely walking around out there, though. Hang on. I don't want to leave the light on in case they could see in here. I think the fly is thick enough that they can't see the light, but still, I'm leaning right up against the lantern, so you can only just barely see my face. They're really close now. They're like... Listen. I don't like this at all. I'm spooked.
Hello? Hello?
They're really close. They're like 10 feet away. I think there's two people. I can't tell. I can barely hear them talking. They're whispering. I think there's two people.
Hello?
I think there's two of them. They're coming closer to the tent. They have to know that I'm in here. I'm gonna try and just be silent. Hang on. They're walking around outside in circles.
Hello? Hello? Alright, I don't like this. Hello? Hello? Alright, I'm getting the f*** out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what the f*** this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? They're f***ing with me. They're f***ing with me here. Holy crap. Get away. What do you want? Hello? I can't see you. Hello? All right, I'm getting out of here. We're getting the hell out of here. Hello?
Though Sam was panicked, he managed to summon the courage to see for himself who was outside his tent. But the silence of the woods only intensified his fears.
All right, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone! They went over that way. I can't see them now. I know you're there. I see you. They collapsed my tent on me and pulled the fly off while I was still in there. It smells like someone's smoking a cigarette too. I smell your cigarette. I smell your cigarette. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I have a knife. I smell your cigarette. All right, I'm officially like tweaking now. I'm like, all right, we're just gonna get out of here. We're just gonna get out of here. I'll come back for this crap later. Do I have my phone? I'm gonna call 911 if you come near me. Should I just call the police now or do I just go? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm scared to go in any direction. I don't know where to go. I'm scared to go in any direction. I smell your cigarette. Is the camera on? The camera's on. I'm recording all of this. All right, they're moving again. I don't know. I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. All right, get the hell out of here. I'm leaving. Don't follow me. I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to get out of here. I smell your cigarette. I can hear you. I hear you. All right, I don't know which way to go. How the hell do I get out of here? All right, I don't know how to get out of here. All right, this is how the do I get out of here? Hang on, let me see if they're... Stay away from me! They're coming behind me. I don't know what they're doing. They could just be...
Overcome with fear, Sam decided to abandon everything and sprint blindly through the woods, desperate to escape. Thankfully, he was able to leave the woods unharmed. Case number 5. Carl, the host of Dark Arts TV, decided to return to the infamous Roswell Forest, a place renowned for UFO sightings and mysterious creatures, even after a troubling experience during his last visit. This time, he was joined by his friend Dan. What initially seemed like a routine camping trip quickly spiraled into a darker adventure.
What's up?
I was talking at the same time, and so was you. So I don't know where it came from.
You heard an echo?
Yeah.
There's no... Hello?
Well, it sounds like almost like a duck. But ducks don't echo.
It's a bit weird, man.
Let's get to base camp.
It's a little bit strange, isn't it? So, just heard like some weird echo thing when we was talking. Honestly, I can convey like the feelings right now of this place. It's just like really unusual. That rumble. Yeah.
Why don't you have that on all the time?
I ain't got enough battery for that, man.
I feel a lot better if you had the bright light on.
Yeah, it'll soon die, that's the problem.
Things we have panel lights. We've got loads of panel lights. We just need that for travelling through here.
Yeah, but I'm thinking if anything crank happens and there's like high energy, it'll just drain the battery and we've got to get out of here in pitch blackness, which I'm not getting from.
I've got power banks.
Yeah, but it would drain that as well, man.
We never had that.
Think about, man, we're doing with aliens right now.
Strange and unexplainable noises began to echo from the woods as the chilling unease settled over them, and the strange sounds grew louder. They sat quietly, hoping it would pass, but the forest stayed alive with its eerie energy.
Uncle fall and make yourself known to us.
What the hell was that? Bro, what was that?
No, seriously, what the
I know, bro. You definitely got that on the audio. Definitely. That was damn loud.
We have got goosebumps.
That was loud.
What the fucking hell was that? Hey, now I'm freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, me too. The worst thing is we didn't bring any weapons.
No. That's what I said to you, we should have brought guns.
That was loud, that, bro.
That was real loud.
Whatever made that was a sizable mass.
Yeah.
Because that was an echo. Quite a big echo.
The more they investigated the disturbance, the more intense it became. It was clear something was watching them from the woods. Overcome by fear and unable to identify the source, they packed up and left the forest. Case number 6. Brendan, a YouTuber known for his channel Brendan Explores, where he shares his adventures in nature, recently went on a camping trip to the scenic Lake Verway in Wales in his camping van. He intended to enjoy a quiet night by the lakeside, but the journey took an eerie turn.
I can see headlights.
Who the was that? They just drove off. Didn't shout anything. Didn't ask if anyone's in here. Gave a couple knocks, shone the light in, and drove off. Shit. I thought someone had come back then, jeez.
Someone knocked at his door. To confirm who it was, he peered through the window and saw headlights pointing toward his van. Although he felt uneasy, he summoned the courage to stay calm and waited to see what would unfold next. Eventually, the vehicle drove away without any interaction, but the experience left him feeling rattled. The thought of someone knocking on his door in the dead of night without saying a word was deeply unsettling. He wondered if the person or people in the van were trying to scare him or had more sinister intentions. Ultimately, he decided to stay put until sunrise before leaving the area. That's all for tonight.
Tell me in the comments if you see him. Okay.
They thought it was just another walk in the woods until something started watching. From mysterious creatures to haunting sounds, these true encounters prove one thing. The moment you leave the trail, you're not alone anymore. On January 12th, 2022, Paranormal Instincts uploaded a video on their YouTube channel. It was late. A girl walked her dog through the quiet woods. The path was dark, lit only by the moon. Trees swayed gently. It was peaceful at first. Then the dog stopped.
Come on, Bruce.
He stood still. His ears went up. His eyes locked on something deep in the trees. He didn't bark. He just stared straight towards the trees. But the girl didn't notice. She kept walking. The leash was pulled tight in her hand, but she still had no clue.
What's up? Come on. Come on. Oi.
She didn't see the tall, thin figure standing in front of her, just feet away, half hidden by the trees. Its body was too long, its head was too large. It didn't move, it didn't blink, it only watched her.
Come on. Bruce. Come on.
The camera, possibly from a nearby motion sensor, caught everything. At that moment, the girl was only steps from the figure, and still, she didn't see it. Only the dog knew. It's unclear what happened next. The clip ends suddenly. But one thing is certain, something real was out there, and it was observing her closely. With that being said, let's move on to our second footage, another reason why you should never leave the main trail. On February 14th, 2019, in Tupungato, Mendoza, Argentina, Ciudadano News uploaded a video where two American tourists were flying high above the mountains of Mendoza, Argentina. The sky was clear, the view was beautiful. They were excited to see the world from above. But something went wrong. The helicopter started shaking. The pilot noticed it first. Something felt off. There was a strange sound, a small jolt, and then more shaking. The pilot made a quick choice, an emergency landing. but the ground below wasn't flat. There was no time. The wind picked up. The helicopter began to drop. It flipped sideways, then came the crash. Metal hit rocks. Glass shattered, everything went silent. When the dust cleared, they were alive. No one was badly hurt, no hospitals, no broken bones. But something strange happened just before they hit the ground. One of the tourists later said he saw something, a figure on the mountain slope. It stood far away, watching the crash with no fear, no movement. It was gone the next second.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm okay. Woo! Oh. That'll be a first and a last, right? Yeah, no problemo. Yeah.
No one else saw it, but he swore it was there. Now, every time he dreams of that crash, the figure is still watching. Moving on to our third footage. On December 18th, 2014, James Butler was on a walk, but he accidentally left the main trail. It started with a strange feeling, like someone was always behind him. He turned on the camera and started live streaming on YouTube. He looked nervous.
Okay, another video just saying there's someone following me. He's like...
He claimed someone was following him. He looks like a little kid. He sees him, and then when he looks again, he's gone. He didn't know who or what it was, but he kept seeing him in the corners. He had to record it.
Like a little kid, I don't know. I always see him and he's just standing there, and when I look away, he's not there no more. So look for him. So it should be creepy, but I'm honest, I always see him. It's like always in the corner of my eye somewhere. I just want to record it.
He began walking around. Sometimes the figure appears and then disappears out of nowhere. He asked viewers to look closely, then nothing. The forest was quiet, too quiet. He tried to find it again in between the trees. Then, just like that, gone.
Okay, let's go down here. Tell me in the comments if you see him. Okay. Look at Dan. It's good then, do you think? Okay, so I can't see him anywhere. Continue going.
He kept recording, but deep down he knew it was real. Teachy Toby wasn't a story anymore. He was watching, and he was getting closer.
Wait, I thought I saw something then. No, it's probably just me. Okay, let's continue looking.
And for our fourth footage, we have a scary tunnel encounter. It was meant to be another adventure. On September 26th, Austin Cornejo and his friend Sean visited a tunnel they had heard was scary. The video started smoothly, but the mood quickly shifted once they reached the entrance.
Yo, what's up guys? So we are about to head to this tunnel thing. I heard it's like really scary and stuff. We're gonna go check it out, see how it is and stuff. We went to that tunnel on Brandon's channel. His link will be in the description. Go check it out. It was pretty scary. So we're gonna go in and check it out, and I'll see you guys when we're there, so let's get there. Alright guys, so we just made it to the site where we're gonna go in. We're with Sean.
What's up, bro?
We're gonna go head in right now, so let's go head in. Alright, let's go, Sean. No. No, this wasn't here yet. This wasn't here the other day. Hold up. Dude, I don't want to...
Something strange was already happening. A part of the tunnel that hadn't been there before had appeared. It looked unnatural, like it didn't belong. The atmosphere grew cold. Even the flashlight couldn't cut through the thick darkness inside.
Let's do this. Should we do this? There's no way.
Should we pop it?
No.
Bro, I feel like if this thing pops, it's gonna like squirt
let's go.
Stuff at us.
Can't see anything. Give me the flashlight. Guys, just look at that thing. Isn't that just scary? Bro, what the frick?
Yo, I'm pretty sure.
Their camera caught something in the distance. A strange figure stood silently deep in the shadows. It didn't move. It only stared. Every step they took felt heavier than the last, like something was watching from every corner.
The clown just like freaking tied the balloon there, went down, waited.
I'm hoping.
5 minutes.
That's what I'm
hoping. Because he got bored of waiting.
Bro, all there is trash, bro. I could like stand fully on it. What the heck was that? You hear that?
A sudden noise echoed from the darkness. It wasn't the sound of an animal or something falling. It was something else. The clown was running after them. Their footsteps grew faster. The feeling of being followed became too strong to ignore. He ran for his life.
No freaking... No! Go! Bro, it's right there. Frick! Go! Oh, frick, go! Get out!
Everything turned into chaos. A figure darted from the shadows. The air filled with the pounding of footsteps and the deep, disturbing sound of laughter. It didn't sound human. Panic took over. They were running. Whatever was in that tunnel wasn't going to let them leave easily.
Get out!
I hit my head! Camera!
Go!
I got it!
They made it out. They never said what they saw, but the fear in their shaky camera and the way they never returned says enough. Something was living in that tunnel, and it didn't want to be disturbed. With that being said, let's move on to our fifth encounter. It happened on a cold day in Tamala, Finland, on February 10th, 2012. Antti Crowell was outside when he heard something strange. From the sky came a loud, low sound that lasted nearly 10 minutes. He recorded it and uploaded the video the next day, on February 11th, 2012. The camera's microphone didn't catch the true terror of the noise. But even through the bad quality, the sound was chilling. It wasn't like thunder. It wasn't like any machine. It felt wrong, like something massive was moving above the clouds. As the sound grew louder, birds flew away and the trees stood still. The air felt heavy, as if time had slowed down. There were no people outside, just that terrible sound echoing in the sky.
Mistä vitusta toi tulee?
It seemed to be coming from all directions. It was deep, metallic, and slow, like a warning from something we couldn't see. Some said it was a natural sound, maybe from the earth or atmosphere, but to those who heard it in person, it felt alive. Auntie said the real sound was much scarier than what the video shows. For 10 minutes, the sky cried out, and no one could explain why. After that day, people in Tamala started locking their doors early. No one wanted to be outside if that sound ever came back. Let's move on to our 6th footage. On June 8, 2018, deep in a forest near a small town in the Aysén region of Chile, someone made a disturbing discovery. The body of a strange creature was found lying in the grass, its skin gray and stretched tight with long claws and no fur. Locals gathered quickly and whispers spread fast. Many believed this was not just any animal. The creature didn't look like a normal coyote or dog. It had sharp teeth, thin legs, and a twisted body. Its eyes were still open, and even though it was dead, its face looked angry. People stood around it in silence. No one wanted to touch it. What made this case worse was that, around the time the body was found, people had already reported missing goats and chickens in the area. Some farmers said they found their animals lying still, bloodless, with strange marks on their necks. Though some experts later claimed the remains could belong to a sick or wild dog, the people of Aysén weren't so sure. To them, it felt real, too real, and now they walk through their forests with fear, always watching, always listening for the creature that might come back. These real encounters prove one chilling truth. Nature doesn't always welcome visitors. Off the trail, you're not just lost, you're watched. For more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video. Comment below which case you find the most horrifying. Don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications. Stay safe out there, and remember, the forest never forgets who walked into it.